welcome back to another video. This video I'm going to talk a little bit about hydroponics. One thing that you may or may not be aware of is when you go to cut your tomato suckers and put them in water or a bucket like I have done with bubble stones that aerate the water so that the roots get good oxygen. I found that the plants will root a lot faster, and the aeration also helps to mix the water up, to mix the fertilizer that's in the water along with the root hormone, to constantly mix the water and keep it mixed and aerated. Also kills bad bacteria and stuff like that. However, if you don't cover it with plastic and reduce the light, you will get some algae growing in here after a week or two. But I found that it takes about 8 to 9 days to root a good healthy sucker and prepare it for the pot. And you can see I have some over here already. I already planted about 8 of them. These I just potted about 3 or 4 days ago, and the newer ones are doing really well. That one that's kind of droopy right there, that one didn't have a lot of root structure on it yet. It had a little bit, and I figured it would kind of struggle a little bit, but I wanted to try it out and see how it did. And I would say it's better to wait and let them develop better roots in the hydroponics, because it will go faster. It seems like they will continue to root faster, and once you put them in the pots, they need to have a good healthy root structure to be able to absorb that water, especially since it's here in Oklahoma and it gets really hot out here in the greenhouse, even with the fans running. And these here in these pots, these were all done in the hydroponics. These are all early girls here, and they're all clones of that big bushy early girl plant in the corner there. And you can tell this early girl, these sweet cherry 100s are just killing it in this container here. They're just killing it. Look at this. There is flowers all over this thing. And I was afraid the fruits would be smaller, but it seems like they're only slightly smaller than my big plant over here. But anyways, we're getting off topic here. So the suckers, they'll droop over once you first plant them, especially if it's really hot out. During the day, they'll droop over and look like they're dead or dying. And then when the temperatures cool off, they'll start to regain their vigor. And the plants seem to require cool temperatures to be able to uptake water, especially without a root system yet. Now the plants that do have good roots, like this one here, will be very vigorous. Wait, that's not it. It's this one here with the flowers on it. So it'll stay, it won't droop over even in the hot temperatures, because it has enough root structure to sustain, to pull up water and sustain itself. So those are basically, when I go to transplant them to the pots, I'm looking for the plants that are doing well in the high temperatures already, and which tells me that their root structure is sufficient for the transplant, and they'll do well in the pots and continue growing at a very fast pace, which is what I need, because I am very behind schedule for the because it took a while to build this here greenhouse and do everything that needed to be done by myself. So I'm running behind schedule, and I don't have time to be planting those seeds, so it's all suckers that I'm planting outside in the field. The greenhouse is filled up now, and there is no more space in here for any plants. So These are all going out in the field, and we'll see if I can make it and make at least a decent end of summer fall harvest. We got about 4 months, 4.5 months or so to the first frost. These are all indeterminate plants I'm planting. So like, share, and subscribe, and follow me, and we'll see if I can get a bountiful harvest, Lord willing, uh, come fall. And hopefully I can get at least 100 of these cloned plants in the ground within the next week. Well, 2 weeks, because they need to go in the pots for a week after they come out of here. And I think there's somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 plants right here in the hydroponics. And I may extend this one more tank uh, and add another 10 or 15 plants that I can root. However, I am running out of suckers on my early girls because that's mostly what I'm planting, just because they're the fastest to mature. They're the fastest plant I had to mature, and so they're going to be the most likely candidate that will yield me a good, solid end of summer / fall harvest. But anyways, thank you for watching, everyone, and have a blessed day.